Alright, guys, today we are talking about prioritizing your team building. We have a lot going on in the game right now. We have Apocalypse coming up later this year or maybe early next year, and we have loads of events leading up to him. All of this chaos has raised quite a few questions, but mainly about how to manage your resources and where to put your resources right now. And I'm hoping to help you with this. Do you notice that this video is made mainly for my alliance? So if you take any advice from it, do it on your own discretion. And it would be a good idea to understand where we are at the moment so you understand if this works for you or not. So we are close to top 200 TCP alliance at the moment. Our average TCP is around 20 million, and we are doing Doom 3.1 at 60% daily right now. Many of us has Dormammu already, but not all. We are doing Alliance War at Platinum 3 and doing fairly good progress in there as well. But nothing crazy, we're not war focused. So first of all, first step and your first priority should be Dark Dimension 5. If you haven't finished up Dark Dimension 5, you should be doing it ASAP. As an alliance, we don't require anyone to finish up DD5, but it's a good advice because all of the gear that you get from there and Dormammu will be helping you immensely in the future on getting Apocalypse and getting resources and getting everything in this game. So Dark Dimension 5 is a no-brainer, finish it up ASAP. But there's one thing that you should know. Right now, if you haven't built up your teams already, you should be prioritizing horsemen characters as much as possible. This is just about resource management, because all of the TL gear that you can use on your horsemen will be used unlocking Apocalypse later on. So that's one character instead of two characters build up if you use these characters in Dark Dimension 5. Morgan Le Fay is freaking amazing in Dark Dimension 5. You definitely use her. Doctor Strange, Agatha Harkness, Scarlet Witch are all good characters in Dark Dimension 5, and you should use them if possible in Dark Dimension. Wong is the only character from this team that doesn't help you much in Dark Dimension 5. It actually might hinder you a bit in there, but you can still take him in if the rest of your team is okay. But do notice that he's not that good in Dark Dimension 5, even though he's amazing in his team. The other team that we have in the game right now is the Unlimited X-Men. Let me just find them over here. And first-hand experience, Rogue is awesome in there, so is Gambit. I'm feeling that Dazzler is okayish, even though I haven't used her. Sunfire and Phantom X, I have no idea, but I'm pretty sure that Phantom X is bad in Dark Dimension, and Sunfire is okayish at the most. But yeah, Rogue, Dazzler, Gambit, all characters that you could use there and most likely should use there as well. Alright, now that your first step is done and you are with the big boys with Dormammu, what to do next? Well, it's Doom raids. That's our alliance's main priority at the moment. We should build up our Doom raid teams ASAP. Even though it might hurt us a bit to build them up ASAP, it will be best in the long run because a lot of the resources that you need later on in the game is gated behind Doom raiding. So for that reason, we require that everyone build up their Doom 3 raiding teams, and the only requirement that we have is that you use at least 900,000 gold or equivalent of 2 levels on high level character. For example, level 85 to level 87 is about 900,000 gold. We can actually check it around here. There you can see 990,000 993,000 gold. So 900,000 to 1 million gold is a good level of a good amount of gold to be used daily on your characters, and that's fast enough progress to make your raid teams good faster, but at the same time leave you some resources to put wherever you else you want to use them. So we may get around 1.3 million gold daily if you do all of your activities. So there will be a surplus of gold even though you put 2 levels on daily on your Doom raid teams. Okie dokie. Other than that, I would say that Gear Tier 15, ISO 8, Blue Level 2, and Max Level is the way to go. And if you're about to do Gear Tier 16, it should be on characters that you use in Dark Dimension 5 to unlock Dormammu. Or it's a Horseman team. And if it's Gear Tier 17 or ISO 8 Blue Level 4 or beyond, it should be only Horseman teams. And there's no exception on that. Alright, other than that, we have the Bionic Avengers team. And they are, of course, the solution for the tech nodes. Do bear in mind that even though we want everyone to build these guys up, they are not the solution with just the 4 of them right now. It seems that Hulkbuster is a key character to this team, so you might want to build up other characters firstly, and you might want to build these guys slowly because Deathlock will be released eventually during August with the event. Hulkbuster will be coming on later on, and Viv Vision has her event coming up. So you won't get the swords unless you are buying those anyways in some time, and Hulkbuster seems to be like key character in this team. So I wouldn't be investing on these guys super fast, for example, like I have done, because they are not the solution by the 4 of them. All right. Other than that, I would say that when you're talking about raids and you're talking about your Mystic team, the Dormhole team, this one is the main Mystic team that you should be having. Because you need these guys at Gear Tier 16 anyways for Apocalypse. And this team is the only team that I use on auto in the Mystic nodes, and they can handle it easily on auto. So there's like the only reason that you would build any other Mystic characters for Doom 3 rating is the fact that maybe you don't have certain of these characters or they are really low on stars. So in that sense, you might want to build up like maybe the Eternals or even New Warriors, or yeah, mostly those. But other than that, I would say if you can, please use the Dormhold, Darkhold teams as your main raiding team because they're just you just want them anyways. Alrighty, so now you've done Dark Dimension 5, you have your Dormammu, and you're building up your Doom 3 raiding teams. So where you should be putting your gear and your gold and your resources next? And this is where the Scourge and the Horseman teams come up. Horseman teams, we don't have to hurry with them, but eventually you will need to have them at Gear Tier 16 and above. So it's a good idea because they are really good teams at the moment in relevant game modes that you build them up ASAP, but you don't have to. You can build them up slowly, but I would say that the faster you get them to high levels, the better you are. But the more time-sensitive thing is the Scourge teams and the unlock teams that you need for the next Horseman. The next we have coming up is the War Horsemen, and we need Ravagers, Wave 1 Avengers, and or Heroes Guardians in there. I can tell you that I have no idea what team of those you should be using in there, and I don't want to recommend any of those teams. And the definite best way to handle this situation is to hoard your resources as much as you can, and then wait for the content creators to test these teams in the Scourge event. And once they have figured out which is the best team to use in there, then build up your teams. There's of course few things you have to understand in that you should be having a good understanding of your resources, so that you don't come to a situation where you're about to build your team up and you only notice that you don't have enough focus catalysts to build the teams up. So you have to understand that which resources you need and how much of those you need to get the teams up when you need them. And I'm most likely going to be doing it in a way that I build up my all of the three teams a bit. Let's say level 65, gear tier 12, and that's it. And once we know which teams are good, I'm going to be building those teams like fast at the day of the event starting. But yeah, in the last Scourge event, I built up all of the three teams required, and I regret it because Inhumans were a total waste of resources, which I could have used somewhere else. And now I'm stuck with Gear Tier 15, level 85 Inhumans team, which is okayish team in some uses, but not really. So yeah, don't do it like I did. Hoard your resources and build the team when you have to build the team and you know which team to build. All right. Other than that, few things to notice. Remember, Gear Tier 16 only to characters that you are using in Dark Dimension 5. Horsemen teams, those are the only characters that you should be putting your Gear Tier 16 on right now. Gear Tier 17, only to Horsemen, no one else. ISO 8 blue level 4 and 5, only to Horsemen, no one else. And one thing, Cosmic Crucible is important. So you should be working on Cosmic Crucible. This is the main way to get those ions that you need to level up your ISO 8 levels on your Horseman characters to unlock Apocalypse. So yeah, work on your Cosmic Crucible. But that's it. Yeah. Hopefully you got something out of this video. And if you did, please like and subscribe, you know the deal. But also, if you have any comments, any criticism, any questions, please let me know in the comments. I'm always happy to answer. I'm not perfect. I might have forgot something or I might have made a mistake. So let me know, because I'm always happy to talk about these things. So let me know in the comments if you have any things to correct in my video. But yeah, all right. If you enjoyed this, that's awesome, and see you in the next video. Alrighty, bye.